Session of foundation batch. So my friend, like every day we meet today at 9 p.m. to discuss some important concepts of physics which I'll be taking in this lecture is electric field. So what we have covered till now is the electric field due to a discrete charge. Today I'll be telling you the electric field due to a continuous charge distribution. So let me first introduce you myself. I am Ankit Goyal. I got AIR1 in GATE 2014 and 2018. And presently guys, I am working as a director at an academy for GATE department. And since I obtained AIR1 in electrical engineering, I believe I can guide you in all the subjects of electrical engineering, and that is why you will find many subjects by me on this channel like machine, power electronics, digital, control and everything else. So my friend, I also got the President of India gold medal, and that was awarded to me by the President himself. And till now I have taught more than 1 lakh students both online as well as offline. So I have a rich teaching experience as well, and I can understand the needs that you guys have, how you can understand, how you can learn. I do understand that, and in that manner only I'll be able to guide you. So guys, at the same time we have started a revolution on an academy where we are teaching the students live. We are providing them the study material, test series, doubt clearing, everything is being provided under just one subscription. Just like for entertainment you have Netflix and Amazon Prime, same kind of a thing we are providing in the education industry for the students, in which they don't have to pay anything separate. All the initiatives that we bring will be covered under one subscription, and if you want to unlock that subscription, the key to that is Ankit ESE. Ankit ESE is my code which will directly connect you with me, which means that you and me, we both will be working together to get you the best GATE rank and to get you the best result. Now, what are the benefits if you join the Unacademy subscription? You have English and Hindi separate batches. दो बैच चलते हैं मेरे भाई, एक इंग्लिश में एक हिंदी में. We have daily live classes in morning and the evening. We will have crash course coming up in October. We have a rank improvement batch running in which we are guiding the aspirants, those who have already have a good base in technical subjects, and we are trying to improve their problem solving skill. We have weekly quizzes conducted on every Sunday. We have separate doubt clearing session, previous year question, practice question, test series. Everything, my friend, is there under one subscription. And as we talk, the platform is getting improved day by day. New features are being added for both teachers as well as the students. So if you join an academy, one thing that I can assure you is you won't be regretting your decision. And now is the time for the students who are preparing for GATE 2021. You don't have to wait. If you wait any longer, then you might not have sufficient time with you to prepare for GATE. So it is the time that you take a decision whether to join or not. And I can tell you from my personal experience that this is the best thing that you can get at present. This is the best thing that you will get anywhere. So it is not a decision that you should be puzzled about. It is a very straightforward decision. अरे मेरे भाई, बहुत आसान है सोचना, तुरंत ले लो. कुछ ज़्यादा इसमें सोचने वाला काम है ही नहीं हमारे लिए. चलो स्टार्ट करते हैं. So guys, what we have started is the concept of electric field, and in the last session I told you what is the electric field and what is the electric field produced by the point charge. So we saw the definition, we saw the field due to point charge. We also saw the force on charge. Due to electric field. All these things we saw up to now, and I also showed you a DPP on these topics. Okay, we also covered a DPP on these topics. So today guys, we are going to cover one of the most crucial topic that is directly related to your GATE syllabus. Okay, so the things that we are covering in this foundation batch, one thing I can assure you If a question is asked based on electric and magnetic field, these questions you will be able to crack directly if you are sitting in this foundation batch. Okay. Why I have not much with this with the EMT course? Why is that? Because guys, when we are talking about EMT from GATE point of view, we are more interested in the engineering aspect of it. Rather than building basics, we are more interested in the spherical, the cylindrical coordinates. We are more interested in the curl, divergence, all those kind of things. But when we are talking on a basic physics level, I am telling you the conceptual importance, the conceptual understanding of each and everything, so that when you carry this knowledge to your other subjects as well, you are efficiently able to utilize this knowledge and you are able to understand each and every subject at a much better level. Okay guys? So यार एक बार जो लोग सेशन में जुड़ गए हैं, काफी लोग आ चुके हैं, तो एक बार लाइक बटन जरूर दबा देना, और जितने लोग आ रहे हैं मेरे भाई फीस के नाम पे इस सेशन को शेयर जरूर कर दें एक बार, क्योंकि अगर शेयर नहीं करोगे तो ये इनिशिएटिव कभी भी ग्रो नहीं करेगा, और मेरे भाई ग्रो नहीं करेगा तो आई वोंट हैव मच मोटिवेशन टू ब्रिंग मोर एंड मोर इनिशिएटिव्स फॉर यू. Really, let me tell you, day and night I keep thinking, what can I do for the students' benefit? And if you don't share the session, then I don't get that motivation that I should be doing something out of the box for you guys. Okay? And do press the like button to mark your attendance. So let us start today's session. The today's session will be completely based on electric field due to continuous charge distribution. Okay, now what is this continuous charge distribution? What is this, my friend? Okay, we have to understand what is this continuous charge distribution. Continuous charge distribution means that the size of the charged body is not negligible. When we discuss the point charges, what I told you is the dimension of the body is much smaller than the separation between the bodies. But now the body will have a finite size and the charge will be distributed all over the body. The charge will be distributed all over the body, and that is called as a continuous charge distribution. That is called as a continuous charge distribution. What it means is the size of body cannot be ignored, okay, and charge is distributed all over the body. Okay guys, now how to find the electric field due to such a charged body? How to find the electric field? The thing is that we already know the electric field due to point charge. Now if I can divide a complete body into small elements, small discrete elements, then I can find the total electric field due to all those elements. So if you see the figure on the left of the screen, then you will see that this is nothing but a charged body. The purple color diagram is nothing but a charged body. Now this charged body has small charges delta Q1, delta Q2, delta Q3. ये छोटे चार्ज मेरे भाई इस बॉडी के अंदर है. Now we want to find out the electric field at point P. P पे इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड निकालनी है. So what we will do is we will find the electric field due to each and every charge, due to delta Q1, due to delta Q2, due to delta Q3, and then we will take the vector sum of those. So what I'll say is EP vector sigma I equal to 1 to n delta EI vector. Delta EI is what? Delta EI is electric field due to charge delta qi, as simple as that. Due to charge delta qi. Subhadeep, yes, it will be helpful for GATE because in electrical at least the questions that are asked are directly on the basis of the concepts learnt in the 12th class. Okay, so that is why it will be helpful. So my friend, if we make the charge, if we make individual charge infinitesimal, okay, then this electric field will be converted into integration, okay. That means when we have discrete charges, then it is the summation, but when it is a whole body, then it becomes integration. It is nothing but it is an extension of the superposition principle that we have learned in the previous lecture. पहले मैंने आपको बताया था ना, अगर चार चार्जेस रखे हैं तो नेट इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड चारों की वजह से सम करके आती है. अब यही कंसेप्ट को हमने ट्रांसलेट कर दिया है इन केस ऑफ कॉन्टिन्यूअस. तो यहां पे हमने क्या बोल दिया कि इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड के इंटीग्रेशन से मिल जाएगी ओवरऑल इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड. नाउ व्हाट काइंड ऑफ चार्ज डिस्ट्रीब्यूशंस डू वी हैव? व्हाट काइंड ऑफ charge distributions do we have? ठीक है. So my friend, there are various charge distribution. The first one is called as the line charge. What does it mean is the charge is distributed along the length of a charged body. ठीक है. Like if this is a pen, if the charge is distributed all along the body, it will be a line charge. What is the line charge density then? The line charge density is given by charge by length, that is Coulomb per meter. The second type of charge is surface charge, my friend. Surface charge means that charge is distributed. The charge is distributed over the surface of a body. Then our surface charge density is charge upon area. So this is generally Coulomb per meter square. And the last one, my friend, is your volume charge. That is charge distributed inside volume of a material. Okay, inside volume of a material. Now what is the volume charge density? What is the volume charge density? That is charge per unit volume. Are you getting my point? So we have to define all this when we are talking about the continuous charge distribution, whether the charge is along the length, whether the charge is on the surface, whether the charge is inside this pen. So all the three type of charge densities are defined, or all the three type of charge distributions are given. Now my friend, what we will do is, based on each and every charge distribution, we will learn how to apply the principle of integration and find the electric field. Find the electric field. And this topic is directly in the GATE syllabus. So, the first derivation that I am going to do for you is the field due to ring charge. The field due to ring charge. Okay. Now, this is a charged ring. A charged ring. Okay. This is a charged ring. Now, we want to find out the electric field at a point P. Electric field at a point P, which is x distance away from the center of the disk, which is x distance away from the center of the disk. Now my friend, now what we do is, we consider a point charge. We consider a point charge dq on the ring. We consider a point charge dq on the ring. Okay, that is what I told you is, in a continuous charge distribution, assume a point charge in that continuous distribution. So I am assuming a charge dq. Now the electric field due to dq will be given by dE. What is this dE? It is dq by 4 pi epsilon naught root x square plus a square square. That is dq. Are you getting my point? Are you able to understand the diagram? Tell me guys quickly. Are you able to understand the diagram? X is the distance from the center of the ring. A is the radius. This is A. A is the radius. So by Pythagoras theorem, this distance is root over x square plus a square. Root over x square plus a square. Are you able to understand this? Okay. Now, this electric field can be broken into two components. One along the x-axis and one along the y-axis. One along x-axis and one along the y-axis. Now, if I take this angle as alpha, what is the x-axis electric field? dE cos alpha. What is the y-axis electric field? dE sin alpha. These are the two electric fields. Okay, these are the two electric fields. Now my friend, if we take another point charge, directly opposite to it, then the electric field, let me show you. Suppose I take another point charge directly here. This also dq. Then the electric field due to this, will be like this. It will also be like this. So this electric field, my friend, will again be broken into horizontal and vertical. Now if you see, both the vertical components will get cancelled out and only only the horizontal component will remain. Only the horizontal component will remain. So what I say is vertical component of electric field is cancelled by the charge placed diametrically opposite to original charge. Okay, so that means the net electric field lies in horizontal direction. Okay, it lies in the horizontal direction, my friend. Is this concept clear? Is this clear that the vertical components are cancelling each other and the only thing that is remaining is the horizontal component? So that means the net electric field will be the integration of x component of the electric field. Now why did I break this? Why did I break this into horizontal and vertical? Why did I break this? Amit, the timing is from 7 a.m. my friend. The timing is from 7 a.m. every day. Okay, now listen. Why did I break this? I told you that we have to make vector addition and then only we can find the resultant field. And when we want to add two vectors, we can resolve those vectors into components like x, y and z. Then x can be added in x, y can be added in y and z can be added in z. Sumit मेरे भाई देखो मैंने क्या बोला. What I said is take a diametrically opposite element having the same charge. Since it is diametrically opposite, the electric field is in opposite direction. So the vertical component of this one will cancel this vertical component and its horizontal will be added to the original horizontal. Its horizontal will be added to the original horizontal. इतना मैंने बोला है. वर्टिकल वाला वर्टिकल को काट देगा. देखो एक जैसे ऐसे जा रहा है, एक ऐसे जा रहा है, तो ये जितना ऊपर जा रहा है उतना ही दूसरा नीचे जा रहा है. तो ऊपर नीचे तो कट गए, लेकिन जितना ये आगे जा रहा है वो दोनों कंपोनेंट क्या हो गए? ऐड हो गए. वो दोनों कंपोनेंट हो गए ऐड हो गए. Okay, now when we want to integrate dEx, it was dE cos alpha. What was dE? dq by 4 pi epsilon x square plus a square. Now what is cos alpha? What is cos alpha? What is cos alpha? Base upon hypotenuse. Base upon hypotenuse. So cos alpha is x over this. So that means dq okay. Now when we integrate this, we get qx okay. Integration of dq will be the total charge on the ring. Will be the total charge on the ring. So what we get is qx by 4 pi epsilon x square plus a square divided by, sorry, to the power 3 by 2. 3 by 2. So what I say guys, what I say, if I take a ring, if I take a positively charged ring if we take a positively charged ring, गाइस देखो इसका कोई डेडलाइन तो अभी हमने डिसाइड नहीं किया है कब तक खत्म होने वाला है, बट हाँ इतना पक्का है कि जो भी कंसेप्ट पढ़ाया जाएगा वो आपको इंजीनियरिंग में एग्जाम में हर जगह हेल्प करेगा. इफ वी टेक अ पॉजिटिवली चार्ज रिंग, देन इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड is away from the ring, is away from the ring. Okay, it will be directed away from the ring. Is that clear? Is that clear? Now let us try and understand the graphical variation of such a electric field. See this. This is the ring. Suppose this is positively charged. The electric field at this point is directed away. Similarly, the electric field at this point will also be directed away. So both the sides, the electric field is directed away from the ring. But this is lying in the positive direction, so greater than 0. This is lying in the negative direction, that is why less than 0. In the positive direction positive, in the negative direction you take it negative. ठीक है, पॉजिटिव में पॉजिटिव लो और नेगेटिव डायरेक्शन में उसको नेगेटिव मान लो. नाउ वी नो दैट इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड x के साथ कैसे वेरी करेगी. हाउ डज इट वेरी विद x? लाइक दिस. सो व्हाट हैपेंस इनिशियली as x increases, numerator increases, but denominator does not increase much, does not increase much. So electric field increases. Later, as x increases, denominator dominates and electric field reduces. आगे आगे देखो, जब x की छोटी वैल्यूज लेते हो ना तो न्यूमरेटर डिनोमिनेटर पे डोमिनेट कर जाता है. न्यूमरेटर अगर डोमिनेट कर गया तो x बढ़ने के साथ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड बढ़ेगी. इफ न्यूमरेटर डोमिनेट्स with x increasing, the electric field increases, but at higher values the denominator will dominate and electric field starts to reduce. Electric field starts to reduce. How have we found out this distance? This distance you can find out by making the derivative of electric field with respect to distance 0. अगर आप डेरिवेटिव 0 कर दोगे तो आप मैक्सिमा निकाल लोगे. ठीक है, डेरिवेटिव 0 करके आप मैक्सिमा निकाल सकते हो. इज दैट क्लियर? ओके. सिमिलरली गाइस, द इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड विल बी सिमेट्रिक बट इट इज इन ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन. दैट इज व्हाई दिस ग्राफ इज सेम इन द फर्स्ट एंड द थर्ड क्वाड्रेंट. ग्राफ आपका फर्स्ट और थर्ड दोनों क्वाड्रेंट में सेम आएगा क्योंकि इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड दोनों जगह बराबर है, जस्ट उसकी डायरेक्शन ऑपोजिट है. जस्ट उसकी डायरेक्शन ऑपोजिट है. Okay guys, now let us come to the next derivation. Let us come to the next derivation, that is electric field due to infinite line charge. Infinite line charge. Okay. Now my friend, what we mean by the line charge, that the charge is distributed on a single line. So we take a wire which is very thin. If the radius of the wire is tending to 0, then that means it is a very thin wire and you can say the charge is entirely lying on a wire or a line. A charge is lying on entirely the line. Now I want to find out the electric field at a distance r naught from the wire. At a distance r naught from the wire. Is that clear? So now my friend, the electric field that we will see will be because of a point charge. So first we have to consider a point charge. So I have taken a charge dq. I have taken a charge dq. We assume that the line is positively charged, so the electric field is away. हम ये assume कर लेते हैं कि इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड अवे होगी क्योंकि चार्ज कैसा मान रहे हैं, पॉजिटिव. चार्ज इज assumed to be positive, electric field is away. Now if this angle is theta, this will also be theta. We can again break the electric field into horizontal and vertical component. Into horizontal and vertical component. So let us calculate what is this. If this distance is L and this is R. If this is L and this is R, what I will say, the electric field DE, the electric field DE will be DQ by, DE will be dq by 4 pi epsilon root over L square plus R naught square, or you can say square of this dq by 4 pi epsilon R square. Now my friend, what we say is that the line charge density is lambda. Okay, and if I take the length of this small element as dl, then the charge dq, this is in coulomb per meter, you multiply it by meter, it is lambda dl. It is lambda into dl. Lambda is the charge density per meter. So if you multiply it by the length, you get the small charge dq. And that will really change this dE. It will be lambda dl by 4 pi epsilon r square. Now just like I made use of symmetry in the previous derivation, I'll take again a small charge dq. I'll again find the electric field. I will again find the electric field, and it will be same. It will be same as the previous electric field. It will be same as the previous electric field, due to which again the vertical component will get cancelled out. Only horizontal will remain. Only horizontal will remain. Ishan, if you have any doubt, my friend, you can either call this number. Any doubts related to Unacademy, you can call this number, or you can message me on Facebook, WhatsApp, or Telegram. My FB and Instagram is SSGIIT. You can message me here. Okay. Now, so I'll write it down. The vertical component of electric field gets cancelled by charges placed symmetrically. So what we have to focus on is the horizontal component. What is the horizontal component if this angle is theta? The horizontal component is dE cos theta. The horizontal component is dE cos theta. That is lambda dl by 4 pi epsilon r square. Now cos theta is base by hypotenuse. Base by hypotenuse. Base is r naught, hypotenuse is r. Hypotenuse is r. So lambda dl r naught by 4 pi epsilon r cube. By 4 pi epsilon r cube. Now what we will have to do? Now my friend, this r is basically containing r naught and l. R naught and l. Now I have to integrate with respect to dl. Okay. Maharshi, when I use the blackboard, I myself like the blackboard better. But when I use it, students say that, sir, please use the whiteboard. So only you guys have to decide which one is better. Okay. Now my friend, now what you can say is that r naught is r cos theta and l is r sin theta. L will be your r sin theta. Okay. Now what we need is dl. So what we can do, just wait a minute. Yeah, this is getting cancelled. R can be written as r naught sec theta. Okay. Let us do it like this. dl will be r cos theta d theta. If we substitute here, okay, into r naught will be r cos theta by 4 pi epsilon r cube. So r square will get cancelled. Lambda cos square theta d theta by 4 pi epsilon r. Now r can be written as r naught by cos theta. That means this horizontal electric field will become lambda cos cube theta d theta by 4 pi epsilon r naught. Okay, 4 pi epsilon r naught. Now the real game begins. Neelam is asking, is it possible to find electric field at a general point xy where y is not equal to 0? Neelam, yes, you can find, but it will involve a higher order integration and that will be very, very difficult to do. Okay, now what has to be done? Have we solved it correctly? First of all, let me check. Are we doing it correctly? L will be r sin theta, that is for sure. So what will be dl? It will be r cos theta d theta. Okay. The next thing is lambda into r cos theta. R naught itself is r cos theta. R naught is the base r cos theta. So cos square theta, then r will be r naught by cos theta, cos cube theta. So what we can do is 1 minus sin square theta d theta into cos theta. So sin theta, if it is equal to t minus t cube by 3. But are we getting the correct answer? What is the electric field that should come out to be? It should come out to be lambda cos theta. Why are we getting cos cube theta? Can anyone of you find out the mistake in this? Can anyone find out a mistake? Actually, the cos theta should have gotten cancelled. What is dEx? It is dE cos theta. Cos theta was here already. Okay. Then dl is also becoming r cos theta d theta. 1 minute, let me check. If L is written as r tan theta, then dl will be, if we write L as r naught tan theta, then sec square theta, then this will be sec. Okay, if we do it like this to simplify, if we want to bring everything in r naught, guys, if we do it like this, let me show you the other way that we can do this. If I write it r naught tan theta, then dl will be r naught sec square theta d theta. So what I'll write, r naught sec square theta. Now r naught is r cos theta, so r square gets cancelled. Lambda sec theta d theta by 4 pi epsilon r. Now r is r naught cos theta, r naught by cos theta, so this sec theta will get cancelled. This sec theta will get cancelled. Okay, basically if I leave it just as r naught by r, just as cos theta, if I leave it just as cos theta, why to go into r naught by r? If we leave it just as cos theta, then here we will have cos theta and here we will have r square. Here we will have r square. Okay. Now when you do this, my friend, r equal to r naught sec theta, r equal to r naught sec theta, so it will become r naught square sec square theta. So it will become lambda, okay, r naught will also be here, lambda by 4 pi epsilon r naught. Sec theta by sec square theta will be cos theta d theta. Cos theta d theta. Now my friend, now since the wire is infinite, in the length, the angle, the maximum value of the theta that we will get, the maximum value of theta, you can say tan theta max is infinity by r naught. That means theta max is 90 degree. Similarly, minimum value of theta is minus 90 because it will be taken clockwise. Okay, if it is taken below the x-axis, then minus, above the x-axis plus. Now, if you calculate electric field, it will be integrated from minus 90 to plus 90, lambda by 4 pi epsilon r naught. Then the term here was cos theta d theta. Integration of cos theta is sin theta, so it becomes lambda by 2 pi epsilon r naught. Okay, this formula is very, very important for engineering, even for electrical students, in machine, power system, everywhere. you will come across this. You will come across this. This is very, very important. Okay. This is very, very important. Is that clear what I have said? The value of theta below the axis will be minus 90 minimum, and above the axis maximum it will be plus 90. Maximum it will be plus 90. Okay. Now, if the wire was finite, that means my friend, we will have finite limits on theta. That means theta will have a maximum limit as well as theta will have a minimum limit. Theta will have a maximum limit, that is theta 1, and it will have a minimum limit, that is theta 2. So what I'll say, theta varies from minus theta 2 to theta 1. Minus theta 2 to theta 1. In that case, my friend, what will you do? What you will do is, if this is R0, lambda by 4 pi epsilon R0 cos theta d theta minus theta 2 up to theta 1. That is, it will be lambda by 4 pi epsilon R0 sin theta 1 plus sin theta 2. That will what will happen for a finite wire. Is that clear? Now, if you want to find out, or let me give you some homework. Okay, let me give you some homework. That would be best. The first question, find out electric field at one end of an infinite wire. That is, if the wire is infinite from one side and we have the edge on the other side. Find out electric field. You just have to figure out the limits of integration. Okay. You just have to figure out the limits of integration at one end of finite wire. Okay. In both the cases, I just need horizontal component. Okay. I just need horizontal component, or do the complete derivation. Leave it. Do the complete derivation. Okay. And the third thing, electric field due to disk. The electric field due to disk. The diagram is also attached here. The diagram is also attached here. This is also your homework. Okay. Now, my friend, if you want to connect with me, you can come to my Telegram channel. This is my Telegram channel. Okay. You can message me on Facebook and Instagram. My username is SSGIIT. And guys, if you want to join an academy, you can call on this number. Because an academy is the place where magic happens in terms of your preparation. And choose this plan: 1 year for droppers, 2 year for college going student. Soon we will be launching a 2-year batch as well. But make sure that you use the code Ankit ESE. Ankit ESE. Once you use this code, you will get 10% discount. But you also directly come under my guidance. Okay guys. You can pay by credit, debit card, EMI, net banking. And debit card EMI is also available. That is on HDFC card and Bajaj Finserv. But make sure that you use the code Ankit ESE. Okay. And these are some of my best videos on this channel, guys. Improving your focus, cracking the exam in 6 months, how to study during lockdown, how to revise a subject. All these are the best performing videos and they will immensely help you. आपको बहुत ज़्यादा मदद करेगी अगर एक बार आप देखोगे. Okay. And this is my Telegram channel. This is my Unacademy profile. Make sure you download the Unacademy app because that is where I am taking network analysis daily at 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. free of cost. 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. free of cost. Okay. And these are our other channels like for mechanical, for civil, for SSC, all branches. Gate question. Here we will start uploading previous year question today onwards. And computer science for CSE students. CSE students. So that will be all from my side, my friends. I'll meet you tomorrow at the same time and we will wind up this electric field due to continuous charge. Thank you everybody.